Alright, so this bottom pounding technique I'm doing with those huge chunks of tulipi there, I'm doing with the Northland Thumper jig. You can look that up. But what you do is you pound it into the bottom, just let it drop until you have slack. Let it sit for the 10 seconds. Tighten the slack. Make sure you have your drag set fairly loose for this. And pick it up. Flutter, 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 flutter. Pound into the bottom. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Pound into the bottom. Flutter, 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 flutter. Pound into the bottom. And you can do multiple pounds in a row. I like the thumper jig because of the little spinner. It adds some flash and noise to that as well, in addition to the crashing into the bottom. Which the bottom here isn't especially hard, but it makes noise when it hits and it kicks up sediment. And I'm not doing pike fishing like we said today, although I wouldn't discount the possibility of a Cisco pulling in a pike. And as per usual, I have my second jigging rod there. Although there are a few other people here with me today. You guys having any luck out there? Is Mark back yet, or is he still at... Huh? Huh? Oh, he's not back yet? Oh, okay. They're using this as a central warming hut while they spread out. Because... as we got here, a... freak windstorm hit, and the central hub up there actually came undone, or got all twisted trying to set the pop-up up, and it turned into quite the disaster zone. Hey, Gij! It was pretty disastrous in here, eh? No, the wind really didn't make it easy. It took all three of us to fight it into place. First, if this bottom pounding doesn't work, I'll save the rest of my Ciscos for pike fishing or another day. For burbot fishing, take them out to Balsam and fish for burbot, or Lake Manitoba and fish for burbot. Because I know it's Red River Wilds, but I'm on the Red most of the time. But I do fish around Manitoba. And hopefully I'll be getting some large pike and walleye soon. I'm looking for master angler walleye right now. I've never documented a master angler walleye. But well, Lake Manitoba's where I got my best for the ice season this year. It was 53 centimeters, which isn't huge. I don't think I have any attention from anything whatsoever. Oh, do I? Let that crash into the bottom. Pound. Flop around. Pound. Flop down. Switch. Pound. Let that sit for a second. Send it.
Mag.
I swear this is heavy enough it actually feels like fish on there. I mean, if you see how much that, it's literally at the maximum of control I have with this rod. I get 3 nice sized Cisco's for $10 from Smoking Fish in Selkirk, so I was concerned they weren't super frozen, but they don't smell bad, and I plan on using at least one today, so I'm fine with that. Does not seem to be enticing any bites. Well, if anything gets on, I'll either have it on video or I'll have the fish on video, so my goal is 71 centimeters. Break 71 centimeters, 28 inches. I'm happy. If I hit 30, I'm really happy. Alright. This works a little better. Technique's not used super frequently for walleye. It's more of a burbot technique. So you don't see too much of this here. But I'm logging off for the moment. Oh, I think it looks like there might be some interest in my jig. Or about my other jig, you think? I think that's my other jig. Well, there's some stuff down there besides that. There's 3 distinct bars. Oh, I'll be back on if something bites. Alright, so I'm not getting anywhere using that, so we're going to use just an unbaited PK flutterfish. And see if we can't trigger a reaction. Just using their lateral lines. I think the current's a little heavy to be using this flutter spoon. But I'm going to try it for a little bit. did snag that. Okay, yeah, the current's a bit too strong. We're using a flutter spoon. So, okay, that's actually kind of nasty. That's one bad thing about duo lock snaps is when you foul on your second line with one, taking that off anyways because the current's too strong. I'm going to be sticking with rattle spoons instead of... How did I do that? Like that's like half. Okay. Well, charge that. Why'd this stop at 10 feet? Okay, so spoons aren't gonna work. Well, not traditional spoons. So let's go with the all-time favorite rainbow trout pattern buckshot spoon. I don't have any of the flutter spoons for these. I've seen they have flutter spoons now. Tip that with a piece of minnow. Oh yeah, there's follows on that. You gotta keep an eye on that. I think my set line may actually be getting the bites today. Remember? Yes, I have a dedicated set of fishing clothing. I'm going to drop that to 15 feet and give some sharp snaps. Definite strike on the pike rod. Well, whatever it is, ripped off half a minnow.
Really?
Yep. So I'm going to put a firmer half minnow on there. Probably a little less, but freshen her up, you know? A little incentive to chow down. It struck twice.
Well, at least there's action.
Yep. Did you put your set line in, your tip up?
Yeah.
I dropped a jig head about 20 feet. Is where I got hit. Yeah, no, I set it where I had it before, about 19 feet. And I tightened my drag on it a little bit. Maybe this way they, can't get off it. Ice is talkative today.
Yeah, been hearing it a little bit.
It's a comforting sound. Alright. Camera's going back on as soon as something. Alright. I'm doing something I've never done before, and that's I'm going to try and drop a tube through the ice for walleye. I know people do it for bass. Maybe it'll work for walleye. I mean, we got plenty of crayfish here, so. They're versatile lure. They're big enough to attract the attention of something, even if they hit it out of curiosity, you know? Oh, I was saying that they're big enough to attract the attention of a big walleye. Like a 3-inch tube. I've never really I've heard of people using them through the ice for bass, but we don't really have any of them here. Yeah, we got drum. Drum will eat absolutely anything you can huck at them, though. Like, they're pretty non-discriminate. Never caught one on an ultralight, though. Watch, that's what we get into today, is a hole of drum. That'd be kind of fun. Short rod for a hole of drum. That'd be a hard fight. Especially if we hook into a master or something. I mean, they put up a decent fight during the summer with, you know... When I got that master, that put up a solid fight on my 8-foot rod. Oh, that might just be because I just fought that master catfish like 10 minutes before that. Like, that's always a possibility, you know? Yep. Look, I'll throw a tube. Worst thing that happens, I don't catch anything. Best that happens, it turns out I stumbled on the mecca of unused baits. I'm going to tip that with a little bit of minnow's head. Just feed it up underneath the tube. Rub some of that flavor all up along that thing. Make it even more tantalizing. If I were a walleye, I'd eat that, huh? I'd eat that. Alright, here it goes, all or nothing. No money on the tube jig. I'm done making fishing bets. Anytime I make a bet, I either end up with a pike or nothing. And not even like a good pike, usually. I end up with like a 3-inch. You call that a pike pipe? What size heads do I have on these? Quarter ounce. I'm getting some blips on the sonar with it. I don't know if that's passing bait fish, but I mean, if that's passing bait fish, that could be a good thing. I'm gonna bring that up because something's marking at 15 feet. Wow, that's actually a really slow descent. I like that. Does it spiral properly? Let me check that. I never checked. Looks like it does. Let me black out and check. Yep, it spirals out. All right. Sorry if there's any sort of unnecessary lures on the screen. Hey Mark, you running braid or you running mono? Oh yeah, you got the micro crystal, right? Oh yeah, you don't need to dry yours out. That's the problem with the braid, I find, is once it soaks up water and freezes, you actually have to dry it out with the heater. Because it soaks up the water. Cause like, Alex has that issue too. He runs the braid, right? He runs 10-pound Power Pro. And you should have seen his rod the night he left it sitting in the water to go use the washroom. It literally was just like caked in like an inch of ice. Yeah. Gage was there that night. That was pretty insane. Do either of you guys getting bites? Oh, she is? Well, Mark, you gotta come check out this descent on this. Oh yeah, give it a few minutes. If you just stuck your rod in, don't leave your rod. Especially if you just stuck it in. Huh? Yeah, that's when you're gonna get something that just gives you a violent reaction strike. Yeah, this is literally like finesse fishing slow. I kind of like that. You know, sometimes you just gotta go out on that whim and see what happens, you know? Yeah. You can see that on the screen. Oh, say hi to the camera.
Hello, camera.
Yeah, look how slow that sinks.
Oh, nice.
Like, that is as finesse in the winter as it is open water. That's really nice. I'm surprised the current's not pulling it along more. Oh yeah, you can really see it that way.
Oh, it's nice in there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You should get one.
Yeah, I should save up for one.
Yeah, this is only, what, $3.70?
Still not bad.
It's not bad, no?
Better than standing out there.
Yeah, I agree. Why do you think I'm in here? I was in a whole hop, but then I feel that wind pick up, and I'm like, I'll take less efficiency for more comfort.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't cover all the water, but I can
Stay warm.
keep my line in the water longer.
Exactly.
Which, in my opinion, is better than covering more water for less time.
True.
Like on warmer days, I definitely do use this as just like a warming hut.
Yeah. Oh. It is very noisy up there.
Partly hearing the wind push plates together.
Oh, yeah, that can make sense.
Because the ice forms plates, right?
Yeah.
So they collide. But also the temperature's dropping,
Yeah.
so it expands.
It's getting colder tonight, too.
It's expanding, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I say, it's a comforting sound.
That's my phone.
Yeah, I don't see any interest in this whatsoever. There I am, right there, you see it?
Yeah.
The lead doesn't show up that well on here, but you can see it. Probably only a largemouth bass ever to be pulled out of their head. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. It's insane how clear it is this time of year. It's like all summer, it's just like brown.
Even like how clear the ice is.
Oh yeah, it's like, this is sturdy ice.
Clear all the way down.
It's glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no interest in this whatsoever.
Where's everything at? 20 feet?
This is...
What's that? 15, right?
Whoa, did you see that? What did I catch? Did I catch my... I caught my tube.
Nice.
How did I catch my tube? I really need to stick to heavier lures here, don't I?
I'm gonna go change up my lure. I was using a buckshot for a while. Go change it up to something else.
That is a mess. How did I hooked that when I was at 20 feet down. You got any 1 ounce lead heads?
No, I don't think so.
The real fun part here is this is a steel leader. Actually, the steel leader made it easier. I have something rigid. Oh. Haha. Fuck. Okay. Well, once again, I've reinvented the definition of the word fun. And have determined that they don't want these things. Well, I've also figured out that they, for some reason, really like the lead head. I don't know if it's the glow or what. Watch the egg. Line down, watch it down, watch it down, watch it down. And drop that shallower than before. And switch away from the tube. I wanted to like the tube. Alas, I think it's going to get saved for trout fishing. Sorry about that. What do I have left for artificials? The really good glow one. Alright, get him in his head. Dump the body. Over the jig. Just tell Jeej you caught a master. Yeah, just tell her you did. Doesn't matter whether or not it's true. Be like, oh yeah, I caught a master walleye out of your hole. 2 master saugers. And a beer. In a tree. And a beer. But Jeej only got 1 pack of smokes. I don't know, it's 2 packs, isn't it? 2 packs of smokes and a beer. And a tree. Oh! Ha-ha! Yeah, got a little sauger. How many feet? 20. Just a wee sauger. Resus. Good, good. Buckshot! Do you have any of the glow buckshots yourself? Bring them in here and charge them up. I'm using a glow buckshot right now. Glow lures seem to be the secret. I don't know why. It's not that dark yet. Definitely wasn't a keeper sauger, that's for sure, but it was a sauger nonetheless. And it literally swam into my other line. But yeah, as far as depth, I was jigging bottom. What do you do when they decide to take both at once, I wonder? Okay. Oh shit, I missed. I was on fish and I missed the strike trying to turn the camera on. So we're gonna run the camera. And because I'm me, I'm gonna rebait really quick. Drop that back down in. All right. Recording time, babies. Pull up that slack. Oh yeah. Ice is noisy today. I think we're gonna at least catch a bunch of saugers today. Drop to bottom. We got my dead stick hanging at about 20 feet and I'm jigging at 21.5 feet. I'm going extremely aggressively right now to try and call stuff in. I fouled. That is one problem with going super aggressive, is you tend to foul a lot more. I know. It's wasting valuable time by fouling. And I know I don't need to rebait. But I'm going to. Because that's who I am. If I were on a super hot bite, I would not waste the time rebaiting. But I'm not on a super hot bite. I'm on a reasonable bite. Did I foul again? Fucking hell, I did. I will be right back in. I have to grab my headlight. Mark, you left your tip up in. I don't want to get fined. Did you lift your tip up in? All right. Let's fire this baby back up. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there we go. That is, yep, low. Fouled. This is literally just a foul fest. This is a foul fest, I'm telling ya. I just hook and foul and hook and foul and drop a little chum in the water. Charge those up. Glow lures. Like ultraviolet glow in the dark lures. Charge open the ultraviolet. Good. Caught more than you have, huh? Really? Fouled again? Yep. How am I fouling him? I must be jigging like a maniac. To be fouling that badly. That frequently. Nice and toasty in here. Yeah. The camera's heard me talking to you. You haven't introduced yourself. The camera's heard me talking to you. You haven't introduced yourself. Yeah, that's Geraldine. Gigi out there. Or Jeej. I said that's Geraldine or Gigi or Jeej out there. She's never caught a fish through the ice. She's hardly ever caught a fish open water. Ha 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 ha. It's true. It's true. You've got some okay fish. I mean, you did get that one walleye. Okay, to be fair, I am the guy who spent all spring trying to catch rock bass, like one of the most reliable fish to no avail. And who absolutely never catches what he's after, so I'm now after sauger, definitely not walleye. I definitely don't want a master walleye. Yeah, that's what I don't want, is a master walleye. I never said I'm an expert. I just am. Some things don't have to be said. Alright, so it seems like the color that is doing the best is glow. Anything glow, so I'm using a glow buckshot. Obviously one of my favorite ice lures. And a glow just lead head on the other. That rod's got 30-pound Power Pro braid and steel leader, because I do use that for pike. And just charge this up. If you notice my minnows are green, I add a chartreuse fish oil to them. I have to undo that while I give it my 10 seconds. I'm going to try a little higher in the water column. Go to 15 feet. I've been fishing the bottom of the water column. Let's see what happens as I go a little bit higher. Once I get the set line lower. Jesus. If there's one thing I don't like about ice fishing, it's downsizing the tackle box. So you've got a fraction of what you would normally have. Because this is just my dedicated ice jigs and my Yep, fouled again. What am I doing? What's going on? And it still has the bait. But, yeah, I think the lures are doing really good. I don't ever foul this much. I'm at only around 17 feet. And fouled again. What is going on? And I'm not even fouling on my snaps like I used to. Because before I downsized my duo to size 1 duo lock snaps, I was snagging on those, obviously. But I was using large ones that I use for like rigs on open water. definitely movement in the water. Leave that open for you. How's it going out there, Jage? Pretty good? Huh? Oh, your lamp? Yeah. Oh, you're up here. Little update. It's been about an hour since that sauger, and I've had nothing bite since then. So we'll see how the evening goes. I think I just foul hooked. Yep. And it came undone on its own. That's because I wasn't foul hooked. I was looped around an eyelet. Somehow. That was actually a pretty severe looping. It wasn't a knot. I wouldn't call it a knot. I'd just say it was looped pretty severely. Temperatures dropped pretty significantly, so we're getting a nice display of ice sounds. Always wakes you up nicely when when you hear a wave roll under the ice right beneath your feet. We're not getting any cracks or anything, so that's barely even moving the water in the holes. It's not bobbing much or anything. You feel better, Mark? There's one in my bucket. There's one in my bucket, Mark.
You got one?
Yeah, there's one in my bucket on the sled. Huh?
You have a headlamp?
Yeah.
No.
The batteries need changed, but it should be on top of, I think it's the white bucket. And there's some Energizer batteries in there.
Big bucket.
Huh?
You saying one of the white buckets?
It should be the white bucket, yeah.
It's not that windy anymore.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
And it needs new. Oh, the batteries do work in it.
Yeah, it works. No, that's mine.
Oh.
This one?
No. Try the battery.
Yeah, it's on. It works.
On the heaviest? On the... Oh yeah,
Yep.
it works.
It works?
Yeah.
Sweet. It's always an eye-opener when one of those waves shoots right through you, eh? Ha ha ha. What? No, I said it's always an eye-opener. No matter how many times it's happened, you still are like... Okay, listen, what does it sound like? Oh, no, that's a fine sound. Ice is loud. Like, ice is just loud. Warm it up and in here if anybody needs. Alright, so we really didn't get too much today. We got the one sauger and you didn't get anything, did you?
Nothing.
Nothing? Did you get any bites?
No, I didn't do anything.
Did you feel anything?
Nah.
No?
Nada.
Nothing?
It was fun though. It was beautiful out.
Oh, it's always... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start taking the pop-up down. Yeah, it's gonna take all three of us to get these fucking anchors out of there.
I'm gonna have a...
Right.